77. O maker of the material world, thou holy one, if a female dog be near her time, and be lying in a horse stall, which is the worshipper of Mazda that shall support her? 78. Ahura Mazda answered, He who built the horse stall, or who holds it, the care of supporting her is this, so long shall he support her until the whelps are born. 81. If he shall not support her, so that the whelps come to mischief, for want of proper support, he shall pay the penalty for willful murder. 84. O maker of the material world, thou holy one, if a female dog be near her time, and be lying in an ox stall, which is the worshipper of Mazda that shall support her. 86. Ahura Mazda answered, He who built the ox stall, or who holds it, the care of supporting her is his. So long shall he support her until the whelps are born. And did I mention? It says 2. I don't see 1 here. The female dog lying on the high road, the man whose house has its door nearest shall take care of her. If she dies, he shall carry her off to dispose of the body. According to the law, one must support her for at least 3 nights. If one cannot support her any longer, one entrusts her to a richer man. And, the pledge or rent, the camel stall. Okay. 89. If he shall not support her, so that the whelps come to mischief, for want of proper support, he shall pay the penalty for willful murder. 92. O maker of the material world, thou holy one, if a female dog be near her time, and be lying in a sheepfold, which is the worshipper of Mazda that shall support her. 94. Ahura Mazda answered, He who built the sheepfold, or who holds it, the care of supporting her is his, so long shall he support her until the whelps are born. 97. If he shall not support her, so that the whelps come to mischief, for want of proper support, he shall pay the penalty for willful murder. 100. O maker of the material world, thou holy one, if a female dog be near her time, and be lying on the earth wall, which is the worshipper of Mazda that shall support her, the wall around the house. 102. Ahura Mazda answered, He who erected the wall, or who holds it, the care of supporting her is his, so long shall he support her until the whelps are born. 105. If he shall not support her, so that the whelps come to mischief, for want of proper support, he shall pay the penalty for willful murder. 108. O maker of the material world, thou holy one, if a female dog be near her time, and be lying in the moat, around the earth wall, which is the worshipper of Mazda, that shall support her. 110. Ahura Mazda answered, He who dug the moat, or who holds it, the care of supporting her is his, so long shall he support her until the whelps are born. 112. If he shall not support her, so that the whelps come to mischief, for want of proper support, he shall pay the penalty for willful murder. 113. O maker of the material world, thou holy one, if the female dog be near her time, and be lying in the middle of a pasture field, which is the worshipper of Mazda, that shall support her. 115. Ahura Mazda answered, He who sowed the pasture field, or who holds it, the care of supporting her is his. 117. He shall, with kind charity, take her to rest upon a litter of any foliage fit for a litter. So long shall he support her until the young dogs are capable of self-defense and self-subsistence. 122. O maker of the material world, thou holy one, when are the dogs capable of self-defense and self-subsistence? 123. Ahura Mazda answered, when they are able to run about in a circuit at twice 7 houses around. then they may be let loose, whether it be winter or summer. Young dogs ought to be supported for 6 months, children for 7 years. Atar, the son of Ahura Mazda, watches as well over a pregnant female dog, is in parentheses, as he does over a woman. And 7 houses around is called the distance of Yug Yeste. And the fire, when a woman's in labor, one lights up a great fire in order to protect her and her child from the fiends. And 4 compromises what's called here 127, 129, 131, 134, 135, 137. 127. O Maker of the material world, thou Holy One, if worshippers of Mazda want to have a female dog so covered that the offspring shall be one of a strong nature, what shall they do? 129. Ahura Mazda answered, they shall dig a hole in the earth in the middle of the fold, 1/2 foot deep, if the earth be hard, 1/2 the height of a man, if the earth be soft. 131. They shall first tie up the female dog there, far from children and from the fire, the son of Ahura Mazda. They don't literally think the fire is son of God. It's, without looking at the language, perhaps it's something like Benya or that sort of thing in Aramea or whatnot, where it's belonging to everything with the ending, but we know the metaphor, even if it is, and they shall watch by her until a dog comes there from anywhere. They shall afterwards let another dog come near her, and then a third besides, each being kept apart from the former, lest they should assail one another. Now, being called the father of creation, that makes the whole thing clear, that nothing, no created thing is, literally a child of God, Besides, you keep apart from the former, they shall keep another. From children, lest she bites them, from the fire, lest it shall hurt her. Or perhaps the dog may do something to pollute the fire too. That may be an issue. 134. The female dog, being thus covered by 3 dogs, grows big with young, and the milk comes to her teats, and she brings forth a young one that is born from 3 dogs. 135. He who smites a female dog who has been covered by 3 dogs, and who has already milk, and who shall bring forth a young one born from 3 dogs, what is the penalty that he shall pay? 137. Ahura Mazda answered, 700 stripes with the Aspahe Astra, 700 stripes with the Sra Asho Karana. And certainly dogs, or, people think that Persians or Iranians or Arabs or whatever have inherent issues with dogs. It's not part of their religion to oppose the dogs. It's that dogs have a higher purpose than some lapdog or some pet. They're made to, as a saying, this, I want a strong or a dog that's going to guard and all that stuff. It's like, yeah. There's hunting dogs and dogs that determine things. Like some cultures have dogs that will determine whether the body's dead. And I guess that's part of the make a dog look at it stuff, is that, somebody might be known as alive during such a process.